We had a guy that has 850,000 followers on Instagram, and he made a whole collection of all my old trance channeling videos, which I fucking completely forgot was even on the internet. Basically cut and pasted it and was like, this girl's a scammer, blah, 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 blah. And instantly, like, my reels that were at like 3,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 went up to 20,000, went up to 30,000, went up to 5,000. Like, they just increased so much, which was great for my views. And then I read the comments. They're of my baby, like our baby reveal. Well, yes, we get out of a helicopter because we're amazing, and we decided to go all out because we are, yeah. Then I started reading the comments, and they were, you shouldn't be parents. I wish you fell out of the helicopter. You should die and get cancer.
Oh my God.
And I'm like having a moment being like, is this real? Like, Warren, can you look at this? And I'm in that one of those moments where I'm like, this surely can't be real. How am I creating this? Like, if we're the creator of our reality, how am I creating people to hate me that much? Like, I haven't done anything to you. All I've tried to do is create a healing modality to help humanity. What? Right? I'm like, the fuck is going on? So I was like, all right, we've got a Christmas lunch, let it go. And Warren's like, just fucking turn your phone off, don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. One of the pieces that came up for me was, holy fuck, every time I read these messages, like my heart, I just feel so heavy, and I feel so disgusted, and I feel so ashamed, and I'm feeling guilty before what the fuck, right? So then I messaged my little sister and I said to her, hey, we are getting a lot of hate. You don't have to work today. She was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll just block them. We'll just delete them. By the way, I've been blocking and deleting people for like the last 24 hours. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know it was that bad. She's like, yeah, it's that bad. And I was like, you don't have to work. I'll get one of my VAs to do it. Then another comment of, I hope you get cancer because you shouldn't be a mother, came through. And I was like disgusted and appalled in humanity. These people that are at this level sending me this stuff must have nothing better to do in their life than to put me down, and they have no idea who I am. And for that, I actually cried for them. Because I was like, how fucking sad that they're that lonely or that upset within their own life that they're then saying that to me, like, fuck, I am so sorry for whatever you went through in your life, for you to be that much of a cunt, for you to actually post that. And then I asked myself, what would Tony Robbins do? What would Tony Robbins do? Lol. As if Tony Robbins is going to give a fuck about this dickhead who's messaged him, go and kill yourself. He'd be like, lol. The best documentary I have ever watched yet to date has been the documentary of David Beckam. So David Beckam had people making puppets, puppets of him and hanging himself from roofs. People got a hold of his address. One of the things that my mentor always brings back to is there has to be a law of polarity that plays out. There's an equal love and an equal hate that plays out when you get to being an influencer. So Tammy Hembrow, hey babe, if you're seeing this, I actually really quite like your content. There was a really long time where I hated her. Why? Because I was like, this hot bitch, fuck her. She's just a hot bitch doing her thing. Good on her for slaying her big ass and putting it all over everything. I don't have the confidence to get my ass out. Congratulations, you know, like people hate her behind her back. They don't fucking know her. Kim Kardashian. So I'm having all this fucking hate. I'm feeling super fucking alone. I'm like, oh my God, none of my friends have copped it like me. None of them. So the David Beckam story really influenced me in the respect that the whole stadium hated him. But then who's the most well-known soccer player in the world? David Beckam is. So there's equal love, equal hate playing out. One of the things that I really learned was, for my mission to be as big as it is, because it's so fucking woo-woo and it's so fucking out there, and I'm just so fucking out there, and I'm just so fucking woo-woo, and I'm just so fucking me, and I really, as much as I care about the projection, I also don't, because I'm going to keep going anyway. I really realized that I also then get to lean on people to back me and support me. So I then started, I don't know if you guys saw, I then started screenshotting what people were saying to me and putting it on my stories. Instantly, I had as many people message me to when people congratulated us about being pregnant, My inbox was flooded for days. When I posted that shit, I had clients posting and messaging me for days. I had people privately messaging me, telling me how grateful they are that I changed their life. I had so many people literally texting me and calling me for support. And I was like, fuck, all these people love me, thank you. But it was really hard. Like, I didn't sleep for a couple of days. Being willing to be projected on is the biggest growth. Because here's the thing, when I die, I'm gonna be like, well, at least I wasn't a pussy. And that's pretty important to me, not being a pussy. That's just the truth. It's important. My children will not be fucking pussies.